Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman, the evil-minded mad scientist. Coming to us in the same packaging as the other Turtles toys, Baxter Stockman is in his mechanical suit for ages 4 and up. On the back of the package, you can collect them all. Other toys available, we have Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, Splinter, April O'Neil, Metalhead, and Leatherhead. Of the villains, there are Shredder, Foot Soldier, Fishface, Dog Pound, Baxter Stockman, Krang, Snakeweed, and Rat King. The read-up for Baxter Stockman: his weapons are high-tech battle suit, Krang technology. His team affiliate is the Foot Clan. And read-up says, laughable repairman turned ruthless mad scientist, Baxter Stockman's one-bodied evil that's best to avoid. Sporting a battle suit upgraded with stolen T-Tech, this bully Brainiac's got a big Ninja Turtle-sized chip on his shoulder, one he intends to fill with deadly revenge. That's a really good read-up on Baxter Stockman. What I am going to do is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Baxter Stockman toy. There's definitely more to come. Don't go anywhere. Oh no, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. And when you get Baxter Stockman out of package, the only two things that you need to install are his feet. He has a simple peg hole on the bottom, a little peg in his feet there, and you're just going to peg those into place. Like so. Get this one pegged into place. There we go. Fully assembled. He's impressive, though unfortunately he's a little small. He's a little small in size. This was certainly, I think, a good example of a toy that really could have been easily a tall deluxe piece. I don't know if Playmates would ever consider re-releasing or reapproaching Baxter Stockman, perhaps even as an activity set. Not even considering as a deluxe toy, but if they were to create this toy as a deluxe activity set, where there could be pieces that could come off, he has fully opening and closing claws, and you could even, maybe he could even come with a Baxter Stockman that could sit inside. That would be a really, really fun piece. By this size, unfortunately, he is a little small. He is a little bit small. Taking the tallest turtle, Donatello, he is still taller than Donatello, but really, he should be, quite a bit taller indeed than the Turtles toys. Featured in the top canopy section of the mech suit is Baxter Stockman's face. I would say it's a pretty good sculpt on the Baxter Stockman, though he's really tucked in there. He does have articulation. It looks like you can even move his head up and down, perhaps only left and right. But there's no features, no option to open up the canopy, which would have been a nice added touch as well. But that's about the only thing I would say about the figure. He's a good figure, and he's really articulated for all intents and purposes. But unfortunately, he's just really small. That's the only drawback. He is a nice coloring too, and I would think the coloring is something else, not only on Baxter Stockman, but certainly of the other Turtles toys that Playmates has produced. Coloring has never been an issue. They've always done a great job of painting and just overall doing a solid job on the pieces. Again, just with Baxter Stockman, I wish he was just a little bit taller. Articulation is something else that this toy surprisingly exceeds in quite a bit. We've already had a look at the articulation in the head of Baxter Stockman, but he does also have a swivel in the waist. His shoulders are in hinge and socket joints, so the arms can move out, forward and back. They're not surprisingly hindered at all by the dome of the shoulder piece either of the mech suit. You can still move the arms forward and back, no problems whatsoever. He does have a hinge in the elbow. He has also a swivel in the arm, though the actual pincers can't open, but you can still rotate at the hand. Leg-wise, he has a hinge on the legs, so they move out, forward and back. He has a bend at the knee, and to some extent, I suppose you could probably rotate the legs, but they don't really move all that well. They pretty much just keep them as is kind of thing. The pincers, I suppose, to some extent, if you were to take a turtle, for example, like Donatello, you could have him latch onto one of the turtles and hold them at bay. An intention by Playmates, if it isn't, that's certainly a nice way to make use of these pincers. He has no accessories or anything like that, which probably could have also added to the piece, but Spot will be having a look at the Mousers as well, and I definitely think that that's the Mousers, the 7-pack Mousers, are a good way to complement this figure. A fun figure, though again, I wish he was just a little bit taller, and releasing him as a deluxe or even, again, as an activity set with blow-apart limbs and, other things, Playmates could definitely reapproach this figure, and I think the collectors and fans alike would really jump on a chance to get him again. Baxter Stockman, I'm going to give him a 7. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman. Also, the reason why Spot's wanting to review a lot of these turtle toys is because right now Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are one of 12 toy nominees for the induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame. Personally, for me, that when I grew up with the Turtles. I grew up and I collected Turtles toys. I had like the party van, I had the blimp and everything else. Now, you can vote down below. There's a little link I'm going to provide down below. The cutoff, and they're going to announce it on Thursday, November 7th, 2013. But if you are certainly a big fan of Turtles toys like myself, I would say click the link down below. Let's certainly have our voice. We can see if we can get the Turtles nominated. I think that would be a really good cherry on top to really a toy line that has spanned as long as it has. Today's Toy Spot, again, we were having a look at Baxter Stockman. Certainly also stay tuned. Spot's going to have more Turtles toys heading your way. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.